Hi, it's Jody Delight here again in northern Kenya. I'm currently wearing some of the beads that some of the women I have been working with over the past few years have given me, which was very nice of them. So previously in the last video, I talked to you about some of the things that people need to do when they're taking on some of these new business behaviors and sort of new business identities. Again, I've talked about the three. The what I call the collectivist business person or founder, the hybrid business person or founder, and the more individualist business person or founder. And one of the questions I've been asked is, why does someone become one or the other? Or why might someone stay a collectivist founder and someone shift to an individualist founder? And there's a lot of things that could influence this, but one of the things that I have found that influences which pathway someone takes and then who they become as a business person is some other identities. So for example, if that collectivist identity is really important to someone and it's quite central to who they are, so they have that heart to give and they really want to help people, as opposed to feeling like maybe they have to, they just really want to. That's the kind of person they are. That type of person is more likely to stay as a collectivist founder. Whereas somebody else who maybe that's not as important for, and maybe believes in curses, may move to become more individualists, but stay more as a hybrid. So let me explain that in a little bit more detail. So there is a belief in curses here in this area. So people believe if I'm taking food and I don't share it with you, that I could perhaps choke or something could happen to me. Or if you want something from me and I'm not sharing it, you could even place a curse directly on me if you're angry with me. So people believe in curses, and if you're a curse believer, but you're trying to do more business behaviors like earning profits and saving, but you can't do that fully because of this belief in curses, which means you still have to share because you're scared of what happens if you don't. So these people who have this identity as a curse believer tend to stay more as hybrid founders. They tend to be those ones that try to juggle between helping people and maintaining and growing their business. What I found is people who don't believe in curses, or maybe they have a religious identity that says, well, actually I'm a Christian, and because I'm a Christian, I don't believe in curses. That's what some people have told me. Some people have also told me, I believe in curses, but I don't believe they apply to business. So if I don't share my personal goods with you, then you can curse me. But I've learned about business, and I know in business I'm allowed to make profit, I'm allowed to save. That's acceptable, it's okay. So if I don't share my business goods with you, if I say I'm not giving you goods on credit, you can't curse me, it can't affect me. So they might still believe in curses, but it's an adapted curse believer identity because it doesn't include business. So these people, these religious believers who don't believe in curses, or these adapted curse believers, are the ones that I've seen move more towards becoming and become individualist founders or individualist business people, because they can now focus on maintaining and growing their businesses because they don't have that fear that if they don't share or give business goods or give goods on credit, etc., that they can be cursed. So what I found is that some of these other identities that people have can influence who they become as a founder or as a business person. So in the last video in this series, what I'm going to talk a little bit more about is what all of these things I've talked about in these videos mean for organizations that are coming to do work in areas like this, and providing entrepreneurship or business education and programs to people, and what kinds of things they need to keep in mind when they do that.